nothing without a woman or a girl. Hey.
Mother was right.
It's Lewis DIx. What's your name?
TDP.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And what's the name of the show?
In a Man's World.
Welcome in, man. We were off last week because of the holidays.
That's what happened.
And we're back. Ladies, go ahead and I hope you're in the kitchen. Now, you can serve them some leftovers if they're still good.
Oh, if they're still good.
Good. If not,
now, how many days we into the leftovers?
No, you need to make them fresh. Make them fresh.
Yeah,
make them something
that
fresh.
Should be gone.
Yeah. But it might be some monkey bread left. So
don't you love monkey bread?
I love monkey bread, man. That might
make you act like a monkey. It's good.
I'm gonna tell you, I tried Patti LaBelle's pie.
You did?
It did not make me sing.
Okay.
It did not. I'll take an old lady, my mom, my sister, not calling them old, but I'll take an old lady in the hood's pie.
To give you a blood rush?
And that's been a thing in the street. Like, that bitch can't, these older ladies.
It did not do, whatever it did for my man, something else was going on.
Older ladies like, my pie's better than that.
I know, and I have to give him props. So I tried it, got that out the way.
But shout out to Patti LaBelle.
Yeah, she's cool. Ladies, go ahead and make your man his meal. Make sure.
What should it be tonight? We still in holiday season. We got one more big dinner to come up.
You know what? Since we've had so much turkey, make him a chicken sandwich,
What about some soup?
Or we can make whatever Jeff.
No, you can make turkey soup.
Give me a healthy soup, Jazzy.
Turkey soup is good.
Okay. What you gonna put in it? Lentils?
I love lentil soup. Yeah. I love lentil soup. Mm-hmm. I mean,
have some broth in there, man. Clean you out.
Broth.
Yeah,
broth is good.
I've had. If you ever go to Boston clam chowder, I had some clam chowder. I love clam chowder.
Did you?
It's got to be at the right place. Some people be faking it.
Yeah, that's true.
Place in Boston.
I'm gonna help you out with that.
I'm gonna give that. Them Europeans can make some clam chowder.
I'm gonna help you out with that.
Go ahead.
When you know the clam chowder is not good if they don't have oyster crackers. So if they don't have oyster crackers, it's garbage.
And in some places you go to, they stingy on the crackers.
Yeah,
just give people crackers. If they want some crackers.
They come in a package.
People are starting to get so stingy with the condiments and stuff nowadays.
What is that about?
What they want to charge you now?
Is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, just come on, man.
Customer service is terrible.
It's horrible. So listen, we're back. It's good to be back. Hope everyone got rid of the relatives who came over.
Is that a problem?
Man, that's sometimes the wrong relative walk through that door. He's like, him again, and they stay. They got issues. You come up, you go into the holidays good, and when they show up, you're gonna be $200 short.
Okay, now my point to you is, do you put your candles up when they show up? You put the candles and everything up. You put your artwork up.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I mean, I have just enough in my house to know what's missing. So
more Vaseline.
Yeah, I mean, it's like some people
move my lotion.
Some people got too much stuff in the house now. I know when something's missing in my house.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when you grow up. I grew up poor.
Did you?
Not poor, but we were okay.
Row houses, Philly.
Yeah, we weren't poor, but we were very aware of what.
Yeah, we label shit.
Yeah, what was in our house and what was running out, and you knew,
that's poor.
You knew. The other day I made me some salmon croquettes.
Homemade?
All right.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Did Code 3 get it?
Yeah. She
did she enjoy it?
She ate hers with a fork. Oh, I made mine with some white bread.
You didn't quit her?
No, but she's so.
You put some hot sauce on it?
No, I put mustard on mine.
Oh,
I like mustard on mine. She's so
brown mustard.
Yeah, Code 3 is so girly. For somebody that's
the etiquette. So
somebody's always strapped. She got to eat everything with a fork. She wipe her mouth every
time. Does she eat chicken with a fork?
Bite.
Tell me she don't eat pizza with a fork.
Does she eat chicken?
No, she don't eat pizza with a fork. She don't eat,
she don't eat pussy with a fork. What? I heard you. Hey, you was talking in tongues. I heard you. She don't eat pussy with a fork.
I did not say that.
Nasty.
Serving spoon. Okay.
We know Aaron Glavin. I'm gonna make a meme with that.
Please do.
No,
put a lot of hair on it.
She's so late. She gotta have napkins and all that stuff.
Does she eat chicken with a fork?
No, she eats chicken with her hands. She's
still hood.
Yeah. She. She's always, every time I look over, she's wiping her mouth. I was like, why are you wiping your mouth? And she can't. She got to brush her teeth after everything.
But that's girls, LD.
After everything, she got to brush her teeth. I got to brush my teeth. I can't.
Does she brush her teeth after she kiss you?
No, but before she kisses me, she got to go brush her teeth. If she just ate, she can't kiss me unless she go brush her teeth.
Okay.
And I'm like, I was like, come on, man. So, and that's just some things. If that's all you got to deal with, it's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad. So
you're winning.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good thing.
It's all good.
And how was your trip, Jeff?
It was wonderful.
Jeff was at the White House.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, did he tell you he was at the White House?
Second year.
Yeah, so you.
It was good, man.
So you know Jeff is legal because they do such a hard
They
background
vet you real
check.
good.
He's hard verbally, but on paperwork, he's clean.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he was next.
Clean
to the president.
thug.
How does the president's? Did the daughters look older?
Yeah, explain it.
Well, Malia.
Yeah, tell us first of all. Tell us
wasn't
what
there.
you did and what happened.
Well, I went there as a stage manager.
Right.
So, and my duty.
Well, we kind of knew he wasn't performing. I'm just kidding. It was he teed it up. He teed it up.
That's all right. But I did. I got to get on stage and warm up and all of that. Have fun like I always do.
All right. So what happened? What's your? You went?
Why you just cut me off like that? Like that?
No, I know you did.
Oh, he's got feelings now.
Just cut me off like to the performance part. Nah, he like, I don't know about that. Tell us what your job did.
Tell us the whole thing.
Nah, I just went out there. Got vetted real extremely well this time because I was with the first lady.
So that's who you had to.
Oh, you were the first lady?
I was the first lady.
What does that mean? What does that entail?
I had to escort her to the stage.
Now, is she nice?
She's very nice. She remembered me from last year.
Really?
Yes.
No, somebody tells her. I think it's somebody tells them, hey, he was with you last year. Just remember him. And
no,
you thought it was sincere?
No, she was just like, hey, she was like, Jeff. I was like, hey, how are you?
Oh, okay. First name basis.
She's like, did you bring us any pizza? And I was like, no, I didn't get a chance.
Oh, so you're from their hometown?
Chicago.
Oh, okay, all right. So
and that's deep dish, right?
No, where they go, Italian Festa is the best thin crust you can have.
Thin crust.
Now is she as down as everyone says she is?
She is.
It's Michelle,
boy.
She's like a regular sister.
First lady.
She's a regular sister.
Does she smell good?
She smells wonderful.
What does she smell like?
She actually looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, she's fine, but I just want to know if she smelled. No, because she's been around so many white people. Sometimes people who are around a lot of white people smell white. But does she smell good?
Yeah. But her personal assistants and all of that, they're black.
Oh.
So I mean,
so they tell her to lotion up. Like, girl, you need some lotion on your elbow.
Girl.
I mean, and they take care of her though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they take care of us. They on their job.
Oh, okay.
So and the thing about it, when she walks in, she has this aura, such a this presence.
Okay. Like the Last Dragon.
Yeah, but it was exactly.
She had an aura. Is that showed up?
How do you pull that? And that's just amazing to me that you can pull that to Michelle Obama. That's just talent. That's just for you young comics out there. That's talent. He didn't pull no little rinky dink. He pulled short enough to that. Man, go ahead.
Last Dragon.
Man.
So it was just great. It was interesting because she was in the tent and she was talking with the host, Eva Longoria and Kelly Clarkson.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Eva Longoria. She's in the film.
Yeah, and then the publicist was trying to get in there. So when Flotus walks, everybody is locked down.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You can't move. And it was just hysterical just to see this publicist. Like, well, I have to get over there with my client.
No.
And I'm like, hold up. And she's like, well, no, I need to be over there with my client. And Secret Service was like, does she have a pen? I'm like, no. He's like, well, no, stay right there. She's like, well, no, it's important that I be with my client. And my man looked at her like, okay, well, your client is not more important than my client. So,
is that?
Oh yeah.
So and I mean,
no pun intended. She got Trump.
Oh yeah, but the shit that's so cool because you get to see. I mean, I was in a city where the Second Amendment is at its best, at its fullest.
Correct.
I mean, in that proximity of the White House, ain't shit going down.
No.
So So motherfuckers think they can get them. They're not getting them.
Oh, okay.
They're not getting them.
Oh, it's like that.
Oh man,
that's the way it is.
And I mean, when he rolls, in
the beast.
Like caravans, SWAT. So when you see the SUVs behind them, them motherfuckers is fully dressed SWAT.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And the motherfuckers is stacked. They ready. They armed and ready.
Yeah.
To jump out.
Oh, so you got to go through all that first.
You got to go through all of that. And then what I found out, their chain of command there is really because I was fucking with this brother. And I was like, oh,
you was fucking him?
No, I was like, I was fucking with him. Oh. I was like,
what?
There you go.
Because he had a pin on.
Yeah. Hey, we mad.
So, but I was like, oh, man, you the park police, man. He's like, okay, motherfucker, you can joke on that shit, but we serious up in this motherfucker. And I found out the chain of command up in there is actually the park police, Secret Service.
Yeah, Rangers were first.
And the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is the park police first?
Because they were first.
Because they cover all of D.C. and Virginia.
Thank you.
They go all the way down there.
Woodland.
So they travel with the Secret Service. Like my man was explaining to me, he's like, you see Secret Service in the suits and all of that. He said, but what you don't see is us.
Mm-hmm. So were they up in the trees and stuff?
Oh no, them motherfuckers is around, yo.
Yeah.
Really? They around. Oh yeah.
They have like plainclothes people too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I learned last year. I was talking to when they brought them on stage because at noon they had to lock the park down, so everybody had to exit the park.
Right.
And they had to do a sweep, so nobody could be in the park. So last year we was with the host. We just had to go through a quick run through with her, and all these plain clothes was on stage, and I was just talking to the motherfuckers.
And how when they say plain clothes, they dress how? In different
dress like
way?
you dress like TDP dress, and they train to watch hand movements.
So the whole thing is your hands.
Right there, you got shot.
They train for specific hand movements. Mm-hmm. So that's what makes me start watching. Like when you see the president now, and I see like when he goes to like a rally and convention, I'm like looking at that motherfucker. I'm like, okay, that might be a spotter. That might be a spotter. And I just talking to him because you can't threaten the president within 100 miles. So my man was just like, what hypothetically you want to come at him? I was like, yeah, what if he said, by the time you raise it up, you'd probably, and this is what he told me last year. And he's a Hispanic guy. And he said, by the time you just raise it up, you've probably been hit 8, 9, 10 times in the head.
Damn.
I'm like, that fast? He's like, oh, yeah.
Best of the best.
Yeah.
Man.
So, and I mean, yeah, and it's actually, and it's this Asian guy that he leads Obama. He's his main man, this Asian guy, Secret Service. And that motherfucker is like, yo, back him the fuck up, back him the fuck up. So when they walk, you really can't, like, you have to stand still.
No movement.
No movement.
Oh, you have to stand still.
You have to stand still. Or what you have to do is, like, if he came in here right now, they would have to clear if he walked that path, everyone would have to come in this room and close the door. Because when he walk, his path can't be blocked.
Right.
Can't be blocked.
Even in the streets.
Yeah.
All cars, get the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, it's real interesting. And just to see Sasha with her friends from school was at the National Christmas Tree Light. And this little dude, he was like, you could see he was going to be gay, but he was cool, though.
Oh, okay.
He was just like, and he was just like, President B, hey.
Now, was the other daughter there?
Nah. She doing her thing now, man.
She grown.
Yeah, she doing her thing.
She's
but she got Secret Service with her, though.
Oh, okay.
No, what was so funny during the Thanksgiving situation that they had, that the daughters didn't show up, so they had to get some stand-ins.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Wow, that's so. And you had a good time?
I had a great time.
They lit the tree. It's a big tree.
It's a big tree, man. Last year, so the consensus is, people thinking because it's a national thing now, but everybody there feels like Trump is gonna cancel it.
Right.
Well, they should light him up. We have a caller.
Wow.
I mean, I can say that now because he's still president-elect. He ain't president yet.
Correct.
Hello, caller.
Yes, Chris from Connecticut.
C!
What up, Chris? No hand movements.
Hey, Jeff, you just gonna fuck the chain of command like that?
Oh, wow.
Why, you trying to say firemen got y'all in there?
No, he was expounded on what happened there.
Oh, he was a callback. My fault. I missed that.
Thank you,
Chris.
Well, by the way, that mix you guys had at the beginning of the show was incredible.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
The what?
Shout out to X. X tried to call me out on, my DJ, whatever. But, I had to check him in, though, yeah.
You had to check him real fast.
Real fast.
So
I pulled out my boot cut Jordan has jeans for that.
Got the boot cut. It's red bottoms.
Hey, how's your family, Chris?
Fireman.
Well, they're doing great. Doing absolutely great.
You ready for the holidays? You got all you got?
Yeah, you got a turkey?
Yeah, I had a turkey, but I'm going through like a little, like most black men right now, I'm going through like a conscious phase. So I'm like, man, I ain't celebrating this.
Oh.
Man, fuck that. What happened with your brother?
You gonna give the kids presents and stuff?
Oh man, Jeff Arnold, man. I'm glad.
Oh yeah. All right, hold up. Wait, Chris, hold up. For those of you, because people were asking me about that. Now, for those of you who didn't hear, a couple weeks ago, Chris called us and his brother's wife.
Got some dick pics.
I got a pic.
Saved in her phone.
A pic from the boyfriend.
Bitch.
I mean, from a guy at work, and all hell broke loose.
She's a hooah.
And so, Chris, now what happened? What's the follow up?
Girl.
Honey boo.
Sit down.
Let me tell you, but what you call it? I mean, like right now, it's obviously like not, because Lewis DIx, you probably knows better than I do. Like women, they have a way of wheeling you back in when they do stuff wrong. So it's like, and I saw that coming. Honestly, I think the same thing would happen. So it's like, how women say, oh, it's not that serious, and this, that, and the third, and that the incident happened like this now too.
Right, Jazzy.
So now it's like the wedding's on, but for him, I feel like it's
So he called you basically a sucker for love.
And I think any dude would do that. I think the woman just
they
have that
married.
power.
Not yet.
Regardless, they could. It still turns into. Again, they will you in. It's not that serious, and it's not what you think, and blah.
Yeah, it
blah,
is
blah.
that serious.
And they do fall for that spell, and they get willed back in. So
what did you tell them to prevent them from getting back into that wheelhouse? What did you say to them?
Me, I just like as much as like not being physical. That's my advice. Not
Correct.
Catching a case, nothing like that. But it's at a standstill now. But I did tell him that that there's water under the bridge now. You gotta side eye now. You gotta side eye. It's a different platform now. Once that happens, you gotta look at that person different. But I do feel like he's gonna do what he wants regardless. But had that been me, I would have probably. You
can't hit her, but you can flinch at her.
Okay, let's just say it is you. Have you ever went through your wife's phone and found anything?
Honestly, no, nothing. It's not that type of relationship. But where we live, I don't think it's any dude that look better than me.
He's arrogant.
Yeah. You better check her phone, motherfucker.
Chris talking like he on the calendar.
He's on the fireman calendar.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Hey, Mr. March.
But honestly, everybody say what they would do. If this was me, I would have did it. But it's like after 9/11, people were like, man, if I was on that plane, I would have whooped them terrorist asses. But
right.
you go to the airport, you see a dude with a turban sitting next to you, and it's like, shit,
Yeah, you're right. You get into self-prereservation.
But what's interesting though is now once they.
Thank you for the call, Chris.
When they fly.
Before I go, I just want to.
Oh yes, of course.
I want to ask Jeff. Do you thaw or deep fry your wave grease?
Well, oil is on sale.
Chris is killing me on that. Hey, Chris, thanks for the call, man. Much respect. Have a good holiday.
Residing in Florida, an Apollo legend.
Now, that's interesting because the women do have that power. Now,
only if you give it to them.
No, we give it to them.
It's two sides of the story.
Women don't have anything unless we give it to them. Let's just be honest. All right, most of them have male OBGYNs. Okay.
You said that.
So it's like
been looked up in.
Women, everything they're part of us. We gave them the rib. Let's just start from the beginning.
You believe that story?
It's a good story. So
you gotta stick with it.
Yeah,
we're winning.
Yeah, it's a good story. So, but the thing is, men. We want to please women. That's our main thing. We want to, it's so deep in us from the mom coming out of the womb. Mm-hmm. You want to please women.
Yeah. And is it deep in you?
I knew, please you?
Yeah, Poe just wanted to say something. She reached for that mic and was going to say something so bad, but she just
deep in
back
you.
Frida.
Yes. But we do. When you're in love and you love someone, especially they have 2 kids.
That's correct.
It would be different if he was younger. Didn't have 2 kids, and that it's hard to disrupt that. You got to be a cold cat. Like
I take the cold cat.
Jeff is a cold cat.
That's why it's 2 sides to the story.
I'm the romantic.
I'm romantic too, but it's like when you cross that path, it's like okay, cool.
Okay. I would never trust her again.
You chose that walk. Now you got to hold that down.
Yeah, I would never. I would never trust her fully.
So
again.
when we saying trust, okay, you saying fully again. So you saying that they have to prove themselves.
Oh, you're on probation.
Yeah, you're on probation.
You're on probation. Yeah. I mean, if something doesn't add up. Well,
rest of your life.
Because something doesn't add up.
Rest of your life.
Then why deal with someone and have to go through that? Because eventually they gonna slip again.
How you know?
Everybody.
Because I haven't been through that. I don't want that.
Here's something I heard. This was interesting to me. Code 3 said something, and it was really interesting that she said it out loud.
Mm.
I was like, whoa.
She intentionally wanted you to hear.
I was like, whoa. Yeah, I guess so.
Of course.
It was Atlanta Housewives. And they were she just happened on. That's one of her shows. I walked in the room.
Oh, okay. You sat down and watched them bought some popcorn.
No, before I could put on Sports Center. Before I could, sometimes you have to get yourself together before you put on Sports Center, and it's on for like at least 4 or 5 minutes. No, I'm just saying. When I walked in, and I put my pajamas on.
Hold on. Did you put your slippers on? Because you can't walk.
Wait a minute, hold up. We need a slipper update. Yeah. Are you still in them?
I'm still wearing my slippers. Okay, I like slippers and pajamas. I mean, you're right. I can't keep the heat on as much because she always hot. So.
What can you do in your own house?
No, wait a minute. So she's a warm-blooded. So
no, she going through menopause.
I understand that, but I'm saying you like the heat, right?
I love it warm. Okay, but she's.
It's too hot for her.
I'm gonna walk in. She's gonna be a raging. She's gonna be all shriveled up. So she's, So I'm like,
you gonna get shot now.
Yeah. So we're watching Atlanta Housewives, and they're talking about. I guess the girls were calling each other garden tools.
Yeah, whores.
Yeah, they were going back and forth, huh?
How come you can't say that?
He's clean.
It's just
nice. Really?
My muse said
you should hear him in the parking lot.
I don't stay around that long.
On the way home, you're like, man, you can't believe what this bitch just called and said me.
Yeah, hey, listen, when I'm not on air and I'm not on stage, I curse.
You all right?
I talk like a man.
Girl,
But when I'm selling,
being around the world and this motherfucker's Lisa Stansfield right now.
So she says. So then Code 3 agrees. I was like, what? She said, yeah, every girl got a little garden tool in them. Or now had garden tool moments.
And did that bother you?
I flinched.
Because she's every girl.
And I was like, what? I was like, what? She said, yeah, but they just, it's in the past and they keep it to themselves.
Yeah, what age did she go through it?
2 weeks ago.
See, that's the thing of a mature man or a mature person in a relationship. Because you either let it be,
love it or leave it alone.
Punctuation period, or you keep asking about it to where it bothers you. Then that shows your weakness.
Okay.
My thing is like, if I'm solid in the relationship, I dig you, I'm going to move on. I'm going to remember it. Mm-hmm. Certain things I'm going to remember because
you gonna put it on a birthday cake. And could you spell this bitch's? Oh.
So my point is, get back to Chris in Connecticut.
See,
his thing is, his brother's going to always remember that, and if the girl slips up and she's late coming home, and then she can't have no password on her phone. I get access to it.
But to me, you're not getting a full story because there's more to it than that.
No, I agree with you.
It's much more to it than that.
Very seldom people tell you the full truth.
You're not getting the whole thing. Because in order for her to get a dick pic, she had to send him something. She had to send him something.
She had to.
They worked together. They worked. I said it was work, husband and wife.
She showed him what door it was.
Right.
She told him it was unlocked.
And that peak door is.
She opened the door.
Yeah.
And for him to send that picture, the door was wide open because you're not going to send that picture, especially if he's married and she has kids or and it's
something on his brother's part. Maybe his brother has done some dirt in the past too. That she felt that she could do that. Yeah.
Two sides to the story.
Right.
So
that's what his
saying.
point is.
You're not getting the whole story.
Now, I got issues because homie's married. And
other side. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a problem with that. If you single, then you can go ahead and go after mine.
Correct.
Because that's the game. Okay. But if you married and you jeopardizing two families... Okay. Because if I'm weak and you jeopardize my family, all right, I'm weak. I'm not holding my stuff together. Because if my stuff is tight and I married that type of woman, that's on her. But if my stuff is tight and I'm clean, I'm taking care of my family, and she opens that door, that's her weakness.
Correct.
I can't control that. But if I'm not holding my end up and taking care of the family and loving her right and treating her right, that's how that door gets open. All right? If I leave my keys outside or leave them in the car and homie can get the keys, no. So that's why I got a problem with it. If you married and you putting your work in.
It's a violation.
Yeah, it's a violation to go in somebody else's crib.
It's a man code violation.
Because you're going to be. But see.
Is that the Derek Fisher rule?
But I'm going to tell you, the bottom line is as quiet as
I'm
kept.
asking.
Somebody's hitting his wife and he don't even know. She probably sending pictures. His wife is probably sending pictures.
Derek
Fortune.
No, the other homies who's messing with Chris's. The other homie who sent the picture.
His wife.
His wife is probably sending pictures.
I sent her a picture.
You did?
You did?
You got her number?
Of course.
You didn't send her. You know how I know he didn't send her a picture?
How you know?
Because he wouldn't have got vetted by.
Vetted, good word.
I don't know if that's the right word.
That's the word.
Vetted.
But he shouldn't. He wouldn't have got vetted. He wouldn't have been able to go to the White House.
Why wouldn't I?
Because Anthony Weiner doesn't get to go to the White House.
He got caught up 2 times. That dude.
Man, that dude. That's when you.
Have you seen that documentary?
He's a real wiener.
No, but that's when you know you got
God.
issues when you keep doing
for-
the same thing and getting caught.
I felt for his wife because when she had to go to the press conference, she just had to look like motherfucker. Really,
She needs to just send him pictures or something. Something's up with that. She's a cute girl. She's.
You like her?
Well, she got that little foreign thing going. What is she? She's
I think she's Pakistani.
something. You know, they hairy.
Paco.
They hairy and stuff.
You like hairy girls?
No, I like. I'm saying. I don't like the. I like the. I'm old school Bush.
As in Reggie?
I'm old school Bush. I like Bush. I'm
like
old
that Reggie?
Like that afro.
I like. Yeah, I don't want you looking like no 12-year-old.
Yeah, me too.
Not that I would know no 12-year-old.
I like that jungle gym down there.
Oh,
Yeah, I like the. I want to.
Yeah, I want to surf it.
Yeah, I want to go through something. I
when a
want
guy through it gets you, be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go.
Fur burger.
Yeah, I want.
"Are you okay?"
That's when you know it's good when you go.
Yeah.
Damn.
They pretty thick.
Yeah, and or when you got to go to pull it out like.
You gotta stop and be like, hold it. She'd be like, "You okay?" Like, no.
I'm sorry, we're getting nasty.
No, that's good.
And women know. They know why you pause.
They know.
They know why you pause.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't shave this week.
You can imagine how lesbians, they be up, both of them doing it. I mean, I can't.
They'll be down there and just pull another long piece of hair and be like,
they probably give each other flaws. Here, girl, get that out. Hurry up.
They may wax you while I lick you.
They probably got hookups with that stuff.
Whose hair is this?
You been with Barbara?
Damn.
I'm sure they can't tell though.
I thought you was blind.
Now that's interesting because you women who are listening, like, you all know y'all talk like this, so just let your man laugh and don't get all upset if he's laughing at
that. That was a real look into their world though.
Oh yeah,
they
just shared.
Women are freaky. Women are freaky.
Bless their heart.
Because I was listening to somebody. Oh, Vanessa Williams.
Miss America.
Miss America.
Yeah.
I was watching her. I watched a little bit of Oprah's Master Class.
Oh, wow. And she was on it.
And she was talking about that she got girl went down on her when she was 10.
Wow.
She was saying she went to visit a family and the little girl told her to lay back and she was one of the cool girls, not Vanessa. The girl was one of the cool girls and said, "Lay back, don't say nothing." And she went down on her at 10.
Damn.
And then she said she went home and she said she wanted to tell her dad, but her dad's brother had just passed.
Okay.
And so it was emotional, so she never told him. And that's what she said made her be, I can't say that word, promiscuous.
Promiscuous.
Yes, that's what made her become that.
Oh, she fucked a lot.
Yeah. She was
I'm like at 10?
And then when you meet them,
been
they
younger.
like, then when you meet them, they like, a woman of God. You're like, I don't do that no more. What a bitch that was 20 years ago. Yeah.
They just, especially ones who are over 50 now, want to find God. You too late. Just be free.
Is it too late?
Go strong, freak. Just stop trying to act like all of a sudden you're gonna make me work for it now. And you go 50.
You've said that before, y'all.
This stuff is all sloppy. You lucky I'm trying to get up in it.
Like
I'm having a sloppy night.
A bad pastrami sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, echo in that motherfucker.
Yeah, all of a sudden you want me to take you out and do that. No,
Hello.
I'll be over there this time. Open it up. Let's go. Let me get it. Talk to you later. Maybe I'll bring you flowers. Make it good.
Damn, like that?
Earn it. Make me come back. If you've been doing it long enough, you should have some moves.
So you are a veteran.
I mean, it's nothing worse than someone older and they still don't know what they're doing.
Just laying there.
Bad knees.
Yeah, they still don't know. You gotta, you can't.
You hurting my side.
Yeah.
How long you gonna do this?
Yeah.
Switch positions.
Yeah, and the worst thing you women can say to a
Fuck
man
me by the oven.
is say, "Hurry up."
You ain't came yet.
Hurry up.
A woman told you that before?
Man,
or the
hurry
dude?
up. No. It was a woman. Hurry up.
Allegedly.
I got up and left. It's like, why are you leaving? Because you just messed the whole joint up.
She told you to hurry up?
And take that with you. Yeah.
No, I didn't even do it. A couple of times I've gotten up and just rolled because I was insulted.
You didn't feel no regret.
No, I just got up and like, because you don't.
I'm done with
Y'all had
You're
the
not
same
getting
panties
this.
on?
Huh?
Y'all had the same panties on. You felt insulted. I knew I should have worn those.
Why? Yeah,
got those from Kohl's.
Like women at certain ages, you should know how to take your undergarments off. You should not be struggling. You should know how.
You're supposed to do that for them.
I'm saying that if you are taking, have some sexy way of taking them off. Stop doing it.
You have to direct them, LD. You have to direct them.
When they have the love handles.
Yeah.
Sometimes the motherfuckers get caught up in the creases.
Right.
You be like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Your hand get caught in there.
And don't just throw them in. Nothing worse than panties that roll up. It's just, it's all tangled up. That's just nasty. That's
like 4 days old.
That means stank. If they all tangle up, panties should flow off. They, if they fall off you, they should still have some flow to them. If they all rolled up and tight, that means your stuff is sticky.
I mean, she got hips.
Or if they just like straight out. And just like they would just iron this shit and
right.
just like, oh, okay, really, girl?
And if you gotta have clean undergarments.
Tell me, LD,
just like
let's let them know.
If you gotta have, like, I remember this from my daughter.
Does it have to match?
No, but I remember this from my daughter. A girl should have at least 3 weeks, 21 pair of underwear, a lot of underwear.
You said that.
And undergarment and bras. You can't have two or three.
They can't go back to back, day to day?
No, you can't. They can't get like yellows, like how with the yellow undershirts. At one point you got to get rid of it because this stain. You can't.
But it's my favorite shirt.
Then you buy two of them.
Tight.
They got sales for everything. But if it's your favorite, the key with something being your favorite, you buy 2 or 3
That's
of them.
fashion.
Because that's what you do. If that's something you like, then okay, fine. I'm gonna buy 2 or 3. I like these. This
rotate.
This bra works for me.
Okay.
So you buy 2 or 3 of them, so you don't have to keep wearing it because.
But it's always a defect in one of them, though.
Yeah. Women bras are expensive, and they have to make that decision.
That's what
on the fly.
I'm saying. You got to. So it's like you got to invest in certain things, and undergarments is one of them.
Okay.
And shoes. So
what about the ones
of
age that go commando? That's the ones
And
what
your
about
stuff is
the
all
liberated woman? What about her?
No, that's fine. I'm just saying that's important. Hygiene is important.
Correct.
All right, and your stuff's got to be clean.
Correct.
Your stuff's got to be, under your arms, in between your legs. It just can't be
titty sweat.
All sweaty.
You don't like titty sweat?
Yeah, you don't like that.
I mean, if you putting work in, they can sweat as we work, and they can't be sweating. Right away, as soon as you, take it off.
So why don't you just take the panties that's rolled up and wipe it off?
Take a shower. Showers are not that hard.
Baths are better.
They don't. I'm telling you. But if you get ready to always start off fresh, you can get to the funk.
Correct.
You can get there. I understand that.
But some of them like it. Some of them like it funky though.
No, then
it's a fetish. Some
then you
people
should
like
do it with yourself.
Are you in that community?
No.
I gotta have freshness. I gotta, and use the right soap powder. Your clothes should smell fresh.
Now, what's the right soap powder?
Well, Gain smells good.
Everybody can't use that.
Well, then use something. Then throw in a bounce so it could smell.
Some of them is hypoallergic to that.
Okay, then get some non-allergic. They got non-allergic detergent. Your clothes should smell fresh.
Correct.
All right, they should smell fresh. Mm-hmm. That's important. It's not that expensive to have fresh stuff.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Even if you don't have a lot, I understand that. Then you need to wash it. You can always wash something by hand. If you have to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
if you have to do that, I mean that's
dryer or sun dry.
You mean it depends? Like
clothes
your undergarments, you shouldn't put them in the dryer and stuff as much as you can. If you can, you should hang them up and dry.
By the oven.
No, just hang them up and dry. I mean,
it's cold on some parts of the country.
If you live in California,
we got it good.
In the country, then you put them on a hanger right over the heater, and by the next day it's warm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I used to iron and press my boxers.
That's a little too much.
He want to date you. He told you a secret.
I mean, that's how clean I was.
Okay, that's pretty clean.
So,
I take 2 or 3 showers a day.
I do.
I just got to be. If you can smell yourself, you smell.
Water's good for you.
Yeah, it's got to be important to you. Mm-hmm. All right, being cool and being stanky, looking nasty is bad.
Raggedy.
Just looking. Hey, I'm Lewis DIx.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
She was nice enough to give us the sign this time instead of just playing the music.
She's a producer.
Yes, and evidently she got some rest. She looks fresh. Poetess.
A little.
We'll be right back in a man's world.
Oh.
What?
Lord have mercy. It's got me wondering which is which. Might as well go outside to ask.
Hey. Man, how could you trying to tell me this is your music, right? And X had it. Who just coughed?
That was Chris from Connecticut, boy.
Oh, did you just cough like that?
Did I just call who?
Did you just cough all in the mic?
Yeah.
No, I covered my mouth.
Oh, okay. I read an etiquette thing that did you cover it with your left hand or your right hand?
With my left.
You're supposed to.
Proper.
That's the proper hand because your right hand is your personal hand.
Correct.
And your
That you shake hands with.
yeah is your public hand, right?
Right.
And your personal hand is your left hand.
Correct.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, so I was just wondering, like your scrotum, which one is it? Your right one, your left? Which one should she?
It depends on who's.
Which one should she roll it? I'm just kidding.
You so nasty.
I'm just kidding. I'm Lewis DIx.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
What's the name of the show?
Tighten up your belts in a man's world.
Yes, that's the name. We're at Morris Media Studios, and
Allegedly.
when I walked in, I was told by my good friend Teeter. That's the first time I ever called you that.
That's the first time.
Yeah, TDP. I'm gonna call you Teeter. That Mr. J. Anthony
Just going at you, son.
J. Anthony, no longer at Time Joyner Show Brown.
Oh, wow, really?
Had some. Oh, is that shade? Is that shade?
I don't know.
Shade. At least he had 20 years in it. He's no longer. I heard he was selling wolf tickets about how he was gonna.
He's gonna shut you down. No, you.
Shut you down.
You.
Jay,
it's personal.
Listen, Jay.
Oh, what, girl? What you gonna say?
Jay.
First, to address that, you should uncross your arms.
No, let him have his moment.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
He's getting ready for war.
Yeah,
he's getting ready for battle.
Jay, listen, we're not afraid of you, Jay. We do a great show here.
He said he's going to murder you, son.
Your show struggles with content.
Really?
We just come in and flow because we're men. You got a lot of trinkets and toys with your show, and POTUS has to bring things up on a computer and all that.
It's on his side.
This is just men talking. Ooh. We invite you to come in and see if you can roll with us.
He got to murder the hits, huh?
Yeah, I mean you got to do all the little songs, and
little songs,
and make it up. And
songs.
Watch out there now,
you went there.
Yeah,
you went there.
We don't even need a catchphrase. Watch out there now, and then you got to point your finger. Watch out there now,
Throwing the mofo, hot sauce, all of that.
Yeah. I mean, come on. First of all, you tried to sell suits. That didn't go well.
Really, LD?
Oh, is that below the belt?
It was a belt $3-4?
I don't know if he sold belts, just the suit. But no.
And then the comedy club is like, man.
No, I can't get mad at the comedy club because he let me work there. Correct. So I can't get mad. I got to stay in my lane.
Right.
But Jay, listen, we understand POTUS gave you a break.
She's on his side.
Yeah, I know. She's low key. She's low key putting shade on us.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she
doing
talks,
a great job.
She talks about us and how bad, and I think you can beat him. I think you can. And it's not true, Jay.
She said she know that he can beat him.
Yeah.
She knows.
Listen, Jay, come on, man. Come with it. Come do your best. Come with your little jingles. I know you got assistants. Have them write your show together for you.
We came to
we know you're a great writer. You used to write used to write on Arsenio Hall show and all that.
Legendary show.
And you wrote on the Steve Harvey show. So you're a talented guy. But when it comes to talking, you can't handle this.
Oh, girl.
And the challenge has been issued.
So listen,
the gauntlet is...
Man.
We wish you the best. We'll check the numbers.
Been stricken.
Your little iPod. He's on for how long, POTUS? How long is he on?
1 hour a week. Bitch.
1 hour a week. She didn't even see. This is how
she's on his side.
She didn't even go to the mic to say that.
No,
Jay.
She's on his side.
She has no confidence in you. She just yelled it out. Yeah. 1 hour a week. Like that doesn't sound.
He's gonna kill you guys.
Doesn't sound like a producer. So listen, we know management is pulling for you. So we know we're behind. She probably. Cooking the books.
Yeah.
So it looks like your numbers are better than ours. Just,
that's the selling point.
Cooking the books.
That's the selling point to get, people over here. They're going to do better.
Yeah, nuts. And that's what she said. That's how she sells it.
Win-win.
We got Lewis DIx, TDP and Jeff show. That's really a great platform for you to be under. Even the Rollout show is under us.
Correct.
They're just on 3 days a week.
Correct.
Come on. How long is that movie thing going to last?
Oh, wow.
with Speedy. Come on. How long y'all going to roll that out? All right. And we understand the Rollout show did a big thing. They went to the 110 freeway and spent time with
They went on
guy.
Location?
Yes. They went to spend time with the guy who created a home.
I need to see that crap.
What's his name? He created a home or something.
Under the 110?
Yeah.
Oh.
And okay. I don't know.
That's a famous freeway here.
Okay. Are you kidding me, man? If he was that good, he'd have a real home.
Why they didn't invite him to the studio?
I guess
he can leave his stuff.
Huh?
He was here today?
He was here today? Did he?
Is he still here?
Is he?
Back Frida.
He came in today?
He's sleep in the lobby.
Oh,
is he?
No, I'm just kidding.
Hilarious. That's funny.
You got nervous.
I know. Thought he was going to come in here.
Don't scratch my face.
Come in here. This is my center block. Well,
who moved my core?
Very nice guy.
well, who isn't nice? He's homeless under 110 freeway. He don't have much to have an attitude about.
Hey, get off my fucking grass.
Yeah. Stop driving by so quick. Quick.
Use your blinker, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right. All I hear is tires. So he's a nice guy. What's his name?
His name is Cialo Waddell.
That sounds like a
Waddell.
Ciola Waddell.
Ciola.
That name had
AKA Mr. Dice.
Mr. Dice.
that name got homeless written all over it.
Yeah,
So
craps.
he'll
Well,
probably-
I have you know that although he's homeless and he has an elaborate setup under the 110.
Did you go in his lair?
Yeah, we did.
Did he fuck you?
No, but he almost fucked Angie.
Oh, wow.
She gonna come up rent free. Shit. I gotta
No,
do.
but
Hysterical.
he collects clothes and food and stuff, and he shares it with all the other homeless people in the area.
So okay.
He's the manager.
Wait a minute. So it's not a real apartment or a home.
To him, it is.
no, he's home. He's on. That's under the freeway, right there.
So what is his
fixed it up?
shelter? What does he have? Boxes or?
He's under the freeway.
And what
Overpass.
Did he
That's
fix
his
it up?
roof.
Did he put
There's beds. He has.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
A
Does he make-
bathtub, a toilet.
But it's not okay. But it's not running water.
No, but he has a system where he has clean
go.
water.
There you go. Hey man, this is about the struggle. Shit.
Right.
But see, my thing is
What, LD?
someone that creative.
Wow.
Why couldn't he do that on top of the freeway?
On top of the
Yeah, in
freeway.
society. Well, what I'm saying is in society.
in which lane?
In the real world.
Right.
In the real world. Why
He's
couldn't
right
he?
there on the street. It's like right there where cars pass. It's not hidden. It's not. It's right there on the street.
But I always wondered.
How long has he been there?
6 months.
Oh, he gonna get evicted in a minute.
Well, he's actually
Yeah, city gonna
he's
come along and move that
gotten
along.
worldwide recognition over this situation.
Does he have a GoFundMe?
No, but people have come by and given him money, and I guess now he's in a program and he's signing up to get actual housing.
Okay.
Nice.
So
What?
those of you who are struggling,
Go build a house.
People
under-
are literally one paycheck away from being homeless. It's not
That's been
like
a long time, though.
yeah, we know.
It's
we
not
know.
like all homeless people are drug addicts or mentally
And
ill.
I'm not saying
Some
that.
people are really down and out.
I totally agree, and I hope that I'm sure I am coming off as someone that's saying that, being
You're being an elitist right
yes,
now.
and I don't mean that.
in your one bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
really.
wow, really?
Thank you. I'm just saying, and I struggle and hustle and listen. I wish everyone to do better in the coming year.
Not
How's that? Is
everybody.
that better?
Not everybody.
Is that better? I hope everyone has a come up and they do better, and God blesses them, and they all get 2 or 3 paychecks away from being homeless. How's that? Is that good?
No.
Is that good? Is that better?
No.
It's not like
It
he
wasn't
can.
sincere.
It's not like you
wasn't
blew
hot-
it or
yeah, it
anything.
was
like
but
he
that's
can
just
hear
what it
the
is.
show anyway.
Heartfelt, we heard the laughter underneath though, but it's all good though.
Listen, back to our show.
Oh.
Jay, so we wish you well, Jay. Matter of fact, maybe the guy under the freeway can become Jay's co-host.
Maybe.
His
I'm going to
remote-
pull up the video of his story.
No, we don't
remote
want
look
We don't
at
want
No.
to see it.
No, not on our show. We don't need
Sounds
If you're
gadgets.
going to pull up any video, pull up the video of that kid getting kicked out.
Maybe he can go stay with him.
Did you
Yeah,
get the one I
kid-
sent you today?
Oh, yeah.
Can we pull that one up?
No, go ahead and pull that up, Poetess, because I think
Yeah,
it
let's
is
see it.
good that people see it. I've never seen it. Maybe that'll help me be better. And I'm just feeling myself because, I got my hair colored today.
Oh, you feeling
Yeah.
yourself? You still with the same beautician?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Gloria.
Good. Yeah, G.
Just
So,
gonna keep going for it, huh?
Hey, I'm not going to go bald yet.
Yeah.
I mean, bald anymore.
What?
It actually looks sprayed on now.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got usually,
Hurt his feelings.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, well.
It is what it is.
Still cute.
I actually went on stage with my hair with a lot of gray in it, and I had a good set.
Last week.
Yeah. I tried it.
How was that?
It was good. I was, that ego gets in your way, but it worked out. There were people like, okay, he's an older, distinguished.
Now, Friday night, he had a great show. Had a great show Friday night.
Okay.
Fuck with these gay kids. That was hilarious. Off the top, fuck with them. Then I checked in on Saturday night, and I was sweating profusely.
Profusely? That means a lot.
Yeah, he knows. Jeff knows comedy, so he knew it wasn't flowing as well as it was. But the audience didn't know.
You didn't pull a ripcord?
No, I didn't pull that.
Here's the video.
Okay, here's the video.
Got a robot.
Oh, he got surround sound on it.
Paradise Lane. How you doing, Tex?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. All right. Well, let me just give you a little tour. This is my jacuzzi. We're gonna start with jacuzzi. It holds 10 gallons of water. All it is a refrigerator on its bottom. Being innovative. Here's my toilet. And people say, do it work? Yes, it works because we are up on the sewer. And we do number 1 and number 2 in the bag and throw the bag in the sewer. Moving right along. We have a lot of women, as you know. You guys stop. They like shoes, like we have tags on our car. I have a nice selection of shoes, men and women. Gotta have that. And this is my brother Dave. Hi, Dave. All right, Dave, we come over and kick it with me. We just sit here drinking us a beer. This is my living room. Obviously, you gotta have somewhere to drink that. You know what I'm saying? Come on down, Ted. You have now entered my man cave. This is where my quarters are. Come on, Ted. Come on down. This is my guest room. I have guests over here, Ted. They gotta have somewhere to lay their head too. Now I had to give them a toilet too and a jacuzzi because they would have, and I rented out for $25 a week. $10 a night. So they can come out to bed, crawl out to bed, sit down and smoke a cigarette, get over there and jump in the jacuzzi. This is my little snack stand. I'm just starting it. They like to eat, snack something off the stand. This is my smokehouse. I call this my smokehouse. You gotta have somewhere to smoke for the smokehouse. It's for rent as well. $10 a night, $25 a week. And that ends my tour. However, I'm still building. As you can see, I'm going all the way to the light there. So, welcome to...
Okay, I was feeling for him for a moment.
Until he went to beer.
Nigga, hold up. This nigga got a freeway B&B.
That's very innovative.
Freeway B&B.
Very innovative.
Nigga charging $25. Come on, homie.
He got the prime spot.
Yeah, nigga.
Got the
We
prime
right by the
spot.
Staples Center, nigga. You can park.
He lost me at the beer park.
Yeah. But then he also lost me too.
Why you can't have a beer?
Come on now, really?
But then you see,
really.
But then you also see his brother. That motherfucker's like, okay, homie, he came up. I ain't got to pay rent. So, relatives always move in when they ain't got to pay rent. So, the motherfucking brother kicking it there.
All right.
Yeah, I was feeling for him for a moment.
I just...
Yeah, the beer threw me.
I can't...
He coming up, yo. He got money.
Yeah, and see, that's, to me, it's... I understand what Poe is saying about there are people who are paycheck away from being homeless. He's taking being homeless to a whole nother level of exploiting and...
How is he exploiting? For one thing, he helps that community. He's collected a bunch of clothes. He gives them out. He was here for a couple of hours today, left that place, and he is so well liked and respected that he doesn't even worry about people coming over there messing with the stuff because he leaves it out for people who need it. Like that food in a little stand and stuff.
Right.
People come in the morning. They have hot chocolate. He has a little grill there. He can grill stuff. He feeds people. And like today we gave him. No, he doesn't charge him. Okay. He charges to sleep in that area to have money to buy food and to survive. Right. But he's not gonna be there long. But I can understand if he was just all for self. But he's not all for self. We learned a lot because when we saw that video, we thought it was funny. We was like, let's go down here and really see this shit. And so when we went down there, we interviewed him, me, Speedy, Pam, Tangi. And he really had a story. So it wasn't just like he's just out there clowning or where he's a little, animated in this video, but he's really a good dude.
And so where's he going from there? He's going somewhere else?
He applied for some assistance in getting a place to live. He said today on the show that his biggest thing is he wants to be able to take a warm shower and cook in his own kitchen, and so he's just making the best out of a bad situation.
Right.
Well, I hear you, POTUS, and you're someone that I respect and
allegedly.
No, I do, and I can feel it. That I think, as opposed to being opinionated, you should go down and see it and you talk to the person, because when you're next to a person and hear them, you have different viewpoints. Cool, all right.
People just making the best out of a bad situation. But the only thing about me when I was saying about the beer is like, on that part right there, that's the fast track. So that's where people who live way out in the Inland Empire, who live 2 miles, 3 miles out, who come to work downtown LA. That's how they get on right there. Mm-hmm. So this dude is out there with a beer, partying up. And, they one paycheck away from. And he got this elaborate situation. You got beer, you got bitches. That don't look right.
Yeah, it kind of hurts the struggle.
You don't know what's in the cup.
You just
we only knew what was in the cup because
he said he had a beer. I heard beer.
Because he said it. He had a cup.
That.
And then he said he got a coffee. We don't know what
beer. Don't say beer. Thank you.
Why shouldn't he have a beer? It's legal.
Not
Not
legal to drink out in public like that.
Wow, he's
and
a
then
grown man.
Then he got a smoke spot.
Now he's a grown man. Okay.
All right. So he get enough smoke from the exhaust and the cars that's driving by. But no, I wish him the best. And what's his name again?
Time.
Ciola Waddell.
All right, good. All right, Ciola Waddell, do your thing.
A freeway legend.
Yes. And
the freeway B&B. If you need a spot right off the 110.
I wonder how many, when they were protesting on the freeway, did the protesters walk past him?
No, the freeway. The protest is always by the 101 downtown.
Where is he?
And there's another dude down there on the 101, but he got pictures on the side of the freeway. He got another elaborate setup down there.
He got his shit.
It's all over, man. It's rampant, for real. It's rampant.
Wow. Hey, listen, you learn something every day. I'm Lewis DIx.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And what's the name of the show?
Tighten up your belts in a man's world.
The number's 323. Okay. Is that your song?
Yeah.
Or yours?
That's yours.
Oh, okay. It's time for Teeter Sports. I thought normally we do the news, but
oh.
Yeah, see? Been hanging out with Freeway 110.
With the breathing.
This would have never happened on The View.
Yeah, I mean.
Or
The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Or Jay Show.
Yeah,
how about that?
Oh, that was shade.
It's all right, man. Jay Show doesn't do the news.
But it's interesting, though. All the shows get mentioned except for Mad Mars.
Mad Mars.
Well, you're on that show.
Mad Mars show should be in rehab, from what I'm hearing. That show is on one.
Hilarious.
But yes, coming up as soon as she plays the music, will be.
From the desert to the sea and all of the surrounding areas, here's John Libby with the news.
And breaking news.
I like that, Teeter.
You got a mistrial in the North Carolina shooting.
Oh, South Carolina?
Yeah, no, in the North Carolina.
No, what happened? What was this?
It was the mistrial with the Walter Scott when he was shot 7 times in the back.
He ran away?
Yes. So Michael Slinger, so the judge.
And that was a brother who shot him?
There's a white guy who shot him.
I didn't know that.
That was when he tried to jump the fence.
This is the guy who got out the car and he ran allegedly because he thought he was being pursued or he was going to be arrested for child support. So he wanted to get away. So he ran from him and the officer shot him 7 times in the back. So, and that came to a mistrial. Mm-hmm. So 11 jurors found him guilty, and it was just that one who just decided that it was reasonable. It was justified. So now the state is thinking about retrying it, but once again, it's going to cost the taxpayers in North Carolina money to retry it to put it back on.
Wow.
So
11-1. They just won that boy.
But see, when
racism goes deep.
Yeah, but when I thought of it though,
this is really racist.
It's always that one individual that want their 15 minutes of fame.
Correct.
So he wants to come out and be the one and say, well, I thought he was doing his job. So he wants the notoriety. He wants to be sitting in the press conference, so everybody can just point at and say, well, we all found him guilty, but except for this guy right here. Mm-hmm. So that's that. In South Carolina, with Keith Lamont Scott, where he was gunned down by an officer because he was sitting in his car reading a book. That officer will not face criminal charges. So, and the police lieutenant came out and said, "We done a thorough investigation," and the officer was justified in shooting him. And they went all around the area.
Was he reading out loud?
No, but they went all around the area, and this is how thorough they got for that.
Speak on it, Jazzy.
They found video surveillance of him coming out of a store with the ankle holster. His pants was pulled up, so they actually saw the gun on his ankle. So that's when the officer yelled 12 times for him, when he got out the car, drop the gun. And unfortunately, he lost his life.
So he had the gun in his hand?
They said he did, but the video was kind of grainy. So I mean, they didn't go into that. They just said that the officer was justified in defending his life because his life was threatened.
Wow.
So it was a justifiable killing. So, yep, and that's where we were at that. Donald Trump is picking his cabinet.
President-elect.
He's picking his cabinet. So
some questionable characters in the cabinet.
Very questionable, right? Man. He got the guy out for the Wall Street guy, Willis. He was the CEO.
Willis.
He was the one who was he led when the housing collapsed.
The bubble.
Yeah. He profited very well off of that.
Okay.
He profited very well off of that. And then you got Mitt Romney.
So is he the guy that movie, the what was it, The Long Short was made after?
All the CEOs in that. Goldman. He worked with Goldman Sachs.
Goldman Sachs. Oh,
yeah, he was at Goldman Sachs,
exactly.
and they profited extremely well.
Billions of dollars.
Oh, if you saw that shit, the buyouts for the motherfuckers to leave was absolutely incredible. The guy at Lehman Brothers, did you see his fucking office?
Right.
It's on like the 70th floor. He had a private elevator. He had a jet on standby all the time. Had a helicopter on standby, fully loaded with the pilots.
Correct.
24-hour call.
And we got people living under the freeway.
Right.
With beer.
And then when it all exploded in the bubble, and it all came out, his buyout, if I remember correctly, his Lehman Brothers, his buyout was $740 million for him to just retire, just resign and
golden parachute.
Yeah. So this is
real.
where we at now. So
wow. Now, did you have information on this shooting from this NFL player?
Yes.
Well, I have that in my.
That was
it's okay in your sports.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And there was also something. Oh, wow. And then it happened Tuesday, right before I was to fly, because I don't like to fly. Hate flying. Have minor
anxieties.
Yeah, anxiety attacks.
What's the problem with that though?
I just don't. I'm just not comfortable.
Is it the landing and the taking off? That's what
No, it's the crashing.
It's crashing and the burning and shit.
That's the part
that's
that
the shit that fucks me up.
Yeah.
But getting up and I'm showering all that, and then to kind of find out, fucking the plane go down with the soccer players.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I hear that.
And then what the cause of that was?
What?
No fuel.
So was their gauge broke?
What airline is that?
No, it was
some airline they suspended.
Yeah, and there was no fuel in there.
And one of the goalkeepers, he wasn't allowed to go. They kept him at home. I know he was happy.
Yeah. So 6 people survived that though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They were some lucky people.
Yeah. And then there was
it was a big plane.
A charter plane.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Good one, LD. But way too soon.
Yeah, way too soon. Sorry about
that. With the no fuel, that got me. It's like, how you gonna fly? It's like we going from.
But I heard they asked like 7 times at emergency landing. These people, man. It's always, Go ahead.
Yeah, it's always that. A doctor in Wisconsin in the VA, he infected over 600 veterans with HIV or hepatitis. He was a dentist, so he was using his own personal tools.
The dentist?
The dentist?
Yeah, reusing his own tools.
They should all get to bite him on his ass.
But now, wait a minute. You're supposed to watch them bust out of the plastic in front of you. Though.
Yeah, and you're supposed to throw them away.
Yeah.
But
So
he was taking his tools actually home, not washing them, coming back.
Did he get arrested?
Not yet. The VA system is entirely broke down. I mean, you have veterans waiting just to fill out paperwork. It takes 2 to 3 days.
For America to be such a great country, we just got some idiots.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
It's the red tape. No, that's it right now, bro.
Well, that was some depressing news. The 323 is the number. 29.
What?
Yeah, no. 323-293-3375. I'm Lewis DIx.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And I'm assuming she's going to play the sports music. This producer, man, Canoe must be really taking care of her.
Oh, bitch.
Ooh. And she turned her head too, like
I saw that. That was all. East Palo Alto coming out.
We need to have a camera on her. We need to have a camera on her so they can see how she looks at us. Like,
no, she looks at you. Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. J. Anthony Brown, you just gonna shit on Lewis DIx like that?
Oh, yes.
Teeter Sports Ticker.
It's time for Teeter Sports.
Let's get right into it. The Lakers are balling. LeBron James is the best, and that's the NBA.
I loved him when he wore his Cubs jersey through the Chicago Stadium.
Yes, he lost the bet. LeBron James did honor his bet with D-Wade, that he did wear the Chicago's uniform and hat.
The pinstripe with his name on the back, 23.
Yes, sir.
Somebody made him a custom uniform, right?
Yes.
Did he pay for that?
No.
Why would he have to?
It's LeBron James.
So somebody paid for it.
And still, shout out to the Chicago Cubs for winning the World Series in over 100 years.
Thank you.
That was
108.
That's a big feat. So you always a Cubs fan, or
always, man?
Never
Chicago sports
Sox?
man. I'm a Chicago sports man.
Okay.
I root for all my Chicago teams.
That's how I'm in LA. Yeah. I'm LA the same. I'm not Rams. I'm
Eagles.
Steelers. Yeah, and Eagle news.
Ooh, man,
Eagles ain't shit
all day long.
Let's just break it down. Miami is 7-4. Baltimore is 6-5. San Francisco with Kaepernick and the protest is 1-10. What do you think about that? People not coming out to the stadium, the Levi, the brand new stadium, 45 minutes away from the city.
Well,
because of that whole Fidel
Chip
Castro.
Kelly.
Castro, yeah. So
what do you think about that guy?
Eagles still suffering from Chip Kelly, so
okay. He got rid of a lot of players.
Yeah, and
on your team. In Chicago, 2-9.
Sorry,
you're taking on Frisco, Buffalo. 6-5. Oakland Raiders. What do you say about the Oakland Raiders?
Man, Raiders are they balling?
Are they real? Man. Are they real?
Yes.
Hey man, they look real.
Not Johnny Mac. Feathers.
They saying David Carr is up for the MVP.
He is up for the MVP.
That finger went
New York
sideways.
Giants 8-3. Steelers. We 6-5. We had a terrible loss and a great win.
I know.
Over the holidays, and
y'all playing the Giants this week, right?
We got them.
Is Big Ben balling?
Them Giants. Coming off that injury, we just gotta get them healthy.
Has
Second half of the season, December. You can't lose in December because this determines whether you go to the playoffs.
But has y'all quarterback played a whole season?
He's won 2 Super Bowls.
But has he played a whole season though?
But
he won 2 Super Bowls. So in those 2 Super Bowls, did it matter if he played the whole season when you win 2 Super Bowls? I mean, what are we playing for? We playing for the goddamn Lombardi.
It matters.
It matters. So we did that. Chicago, when y'all gonna do something? Washington,
4 next season.
Losses, 6 wins and a tie. Who's taking on another tie team? Arizona Cardinals, 4-6. What do you think about Larry Fitzgerald? Is he somebody on your radar as a?
Well, I know he calls his mother, who passed, and tells us that he graduated from University of Phoenix.
Yeah.
So, good for him.
He still has her voice message.
Yeah.
Her recording on her phone.
Yeah.
So.
And shout out to that guy because I had a chance to watch a basketball game with that dude.
That's heartfelt. He's a good guy. His dad's a good guy.
Cool dude.
Yeah.
Cool dude. Respect to that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-5 with the Carolina Panthers are 4-7.
Cam Newton need a different hat.
Now, what do you think about that? Him not coming about the protests and he's not being protected. Like, how does he walk that thin line?
Look, he
not
was
being
doing
protected
so much,
and not speaking out.
He was being protected last year. He was dabbing because they was winning. You know how it is when you're losing.
So they shut it down.
I mean, my whole thing on it, if you in the pocket, okay, cool. once you start running,
he's a big boy.
You fair game.
But a lot of hits in the pocket he took that didn't get a call, and they saying that he hasn't been in the league long enough. Who says that?
Yeah, but once you start putting moves on them and you come out that pocket, you fair game.
Okay, they're taking on the Seahawks, who look real good.
Yeah,
7
Cam is Cam.
Wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie as well. Indianapolis Colts. The boy went down, Andrew Luck, in that last game. Did you see that game?
Yeah.
And
no, I'm in the L.A. market. We got to watch the sorry Rams and the sorry
taking on the New York
Chargers.
You still over there?
Jorts.
She get the antenna. Let's
speak about those Cowboys. They ball in Minnesota. Had the defense to stop that offense. Just couldn't get it done with no horses on the offensive side.
They should have called that flag.
So the Cowboys, for real, you think so? Tony Romo said he's stepping down, and it's his team, and we're doing that going forward. He had the press conference.
Okay.
Yeah, he had the press conference.
I don't like the Cowboys.
I understand that. They're in your
I still
division.
feel that it's just something underlining about that, though.
It's a great offensive line, great tailback.
Hey,
but it's still something underlining.
Eagles fans, we want Tony to come back because if he come back, they're gonna lose.
Yeah, everybody wants that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Kansas City Chiefs 8-3, they balling.
Yeah.
There's no way they should have won. My man shouldn't have gone for that field goal. That was ridiculous.
Goal was ridiculous. ATL 7-4, they still balling. Detroit 7-4 is balling as well.
Another comeback victory.
Detroit,
man.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day.
New Orleans field goal. 5-6. LA Rams 4-7. I know it's a lot of diehard LA fans here.
They got to get rid of Jeff Fisher.
He's got this whole feud thing going.
Well, Jeff
with
Fisher.
Eric Dickerson.
Yeah. And I was going to speak on that. Eric Dickerson, who is a legendary out of SMU,
Hall of
who was
Famer.
the first school that got the death penalty.
Right.
Got the death penalty.
The death penalty. So he was the pioneer of the LA Rams, and I will say when he was here running that Coliseum, you couldn't take your eyes off of him. He was the man of the city, and for Jeff Brown to say that he can't be on the sideline.
Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher's.
Oh, Jeff Fisher, whatever. I'm not.
Now, why did he say that?
Well, Eric Dickerson made some comments that were true.
He's criticizing him.
He said some things that were true, but then, you call the dude on the phone, you don't invite him down to the office and talk to him. You talk to him on the phone, and it's like, we don't need your services. It's like, and Eric spoke on that, but then Jeff Fisher rolled his game up like he didn't say what he said. Well, come on, we don't believe ED.
Right.
Period. So he has no reason, because he wants the team to do well. He's a representative.
Because I used to run here. I ran.
These younger players might not know who he is, but but the running backs and fullbacks, they would know who this man is. And you need somebody like that around. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Famer. Jeff Fisher, you ain't really.
Did you hear what his story about when he met Walter Payton when they first played Walter the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field?
No,
what happened? Walter Payton. I want you to know I'm Eric Dickerson.
Yes.
I know who you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's high praise.
Yeah, he came over there and he's like, I just want to introduce myself. I'm rookie. I'm Eric Dickerson. Walter Turner. Yeah, I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, that's high praise.
I'm watching you.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. Walter.
Well, we got, like I said before in Teeter Sports Ticker, we got a $2.6 billion stadium that's coming in 2 seasons. So Jeff Fisher is in close ties with ownership and everything. I don't think they made an announcement how much his new contract is going to be, but everybody say he shouldn't be renewed. He's a hell of a defensive coach.
They got two years to build that stadium.
Correct.
A lot of Mexicans are going to be working. I better put it in before.
But the thing about it though, with that though, I know he has a good, he's cool with the owner and the family, but LA demands champions.
Correct.
They're going to demand, that they're going to
especially in a brand new stadium.
Because now you have the Chargers opting out of their contract, and they're supposed to be here now.
Well, in a couple of years, Magic's going to buy it.
You're right, LD.
It's
the natural progression. New England and Patriots.
We'll put EJ in charge of front office.
The Pats 9-2. Can anybody stop Tom Brady? Is Tom Brady going back to the Super Bowl? Is it over with the Deflate Gate? He served his suspension
everything.
Gronk is out and everything is still moving.
He's letting Roger Goodell know, fuck you.
Man, I'm just telling you, I'm not really a Patriot fan because they beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, but that boy, Bill Belichick, that boy can coach.
He can do it all.
He coach him up.
He do it all. Denver 7-4, Jaguars 2-9, Houston 6-5, Green Bay Packers are 5-6, Philly. Whoa. 5 and 6.
Y'all started off so strong.
You're taking on Cincinnati is 3-7-1. Can you just talk about your debacle?
It's called
as a football coach. Give me some insight.
It's called studying film on our QB. They now got him. First 3 games, nobody knew, didn't have film on him. Mm-hmm. Now they disguising those coverages and.
He's a 2-step guy.
Yeah, he just
2 steps to the left. We got him.
Yeah, he just we don't really have a running game,
and that's not enough for you guys.
No, we'll have no wide receivers, so that's it.
And my man knows.
I said that the other day.
Joe McKnight, could you speak on that, Jazz? I'm too emotional.
Legend, man. USC
Talk about
running
this
back,
right, man. Fight on.
Got into a confrontation with a European.
Yeah.
Louisiana
Parish.
Driving a car, right?
Terry time.
3 shots.
Yeah, road rage. And I thought about you, so it's a good thing that you didn't fuck with old boy.
And my man, they said
that's why they clown you on that.
They let the guy go home.
Yeah, they let him go. They haven't decided what they want to charge him with.
And they had the dude just sitting down there by the car. You just kill some. You know what I mean? That's like that's just disrespect.
And they said a woman actually, she's kind of hesitant to come forward as a witness, but she said that they were arguing, driving down the street, came to a stop, and he stood over him.
Yeah.
After he shot him, and then shot him again, and told him, "I told you, don't fuck with me."
Yeah.
See, so I mean, that's just and he was getting ready to actually.
He was playing in the Canadian League, and he was coming back to the NFL.
The Vikings were getting ready to sign him.
So the
this
Vikings,
week.
yes, sir.
Yeah,
Joe McKnight.
His dad said that he was a hell of a guy, well loved. He's working his way back and all of that. So tragedy, such a young life, 28, to go out that way, that's just fucked up, man.
People are crazy, man.
And that's Teeter Sports Ticker.
And he's a 54-year-old white guy who shot him.
Yeah, glasses.
Yeah. So, I mean, so that road rage is real.
Rage is real, especially with men. I mean, I'm sure if you investigate my man's life, he's been, felt he's been shortchanged by either blacks, his girl, or something. I mean, men just don't have the outlets that women have. We don't. It's not women's fault. Don't get me wrong. We as men have to be better and stronger and pick each other up.
But it's the whole imagery too. Whether it's cornrows, whether they wearing their hair in an afro, whether they got tattoos, whether they driving a certain type of car, it's frowned upon what we doing.
If they have a suit and tie on in a nice car,
it's frowned upon.
Yes,
but it's the thing about you go back over and over. It's like Trump brought it all to the top. He unleashed. He unleashed it all. I mean, because now. It's becoming more blatant where it was subtle now. Now look at the woman in Colorado, the doctor, what she said about Michelle.
Correct.
Yeah.
She's like, and they feel that they're on their way out. So I can say because Trump said what he said to get elected. So now every white person feels not. Now I can say what I want to say now.
It's going to be some serious ass whippings given out.
But is it really? Is it really the sheep for the slaughter?
No, just put it this way.
Is it the sheep for the slaughter?
Everybody gets tired, just like they fed up and they feel like they can. We're going to get fed up. We're going to get tired. We're going to say, wait a minute, enough's enough. They're going to keep killing too many of our good people and our bad people, and we're going to say, hey,
been doing it.
Yeah, but at one point, you're right. I don't know. We got to do better.
Been doing it.
We got to do better. We got to do better.
I mean, it's just to the point now where it's like, and then you have Richard Spencer who's leading the alt-right movement.
Thank
you, Jazzy. And it's basically the white supreme, nationalists.
Right.
And they coming out saying, my man just came out and said, what Trump is going to do is going to make, basically, he's hiding behind that slogan. But basically, what we're hoping for is him to make America white again.
Correct.
And let's separate the races because we don't need to be, we don't need to intermingle with other races. They need to go back to Africa. They need to go back to Mexico. And we need to be here where we were at.
Well, one thing's for sure, none of that's going to happen because you guys could not survive without us. Your world would be like clam chowder with no seasoning.
But
I mean, just straight up. We are who we are. Your ignorance has made us do things that we would naturally do anyway. We're just strong. Just like there's a sister who has her own company, Morris Media. They did what they did. She said, no, I'm going to do my thing.
Correct.
Right.
And now that's why it's the Morris Media. And there's going to be a lot of Morris Medias and different people who are going to take charge and say, you know what? I'm not going to ask y'all for nothing else. I'm going to go do mine.
May I add a note?
Sure.
Fact free.
It's Morris
RMC
Media.
closed down.
Who?
RMC.
Oh.
What's
Snitch.
RMC?
The old studio that I built.
That you frequent over there on Pico.
The people, the
Oh,
same people
those
you were
people.
just talking about. The people I said, no, I'm going to do my own
Oh,
thing.
really? They closed down?
Yeah.
As they should, the way they treated people.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't. Listen, man, wrong don't last too long.
Thank you, LD.
It gets exposed. It gets exposed. That's why what they say, what you do in the dark will come in the light.
Eventually comes to light.
And we just got to keep anchoring each other, just like the talent here is anchoring Morris Media. And we just got to keeping the funny and keep doing what we're doing and supporting her. And hopefully when she becomes a big company, she won't screw
Big
us
boss.
Yeah, she already got big breasts.
Cut them big checks.
So, it's just that we just can't forget where we come from. And I think we're building young people to understand that. Mm-hmm. I hope my children understand it while they put their work in, where their loyalty lies. You do what you got to do through this game to make it and take care of yourself. Self-preservation first, and then just share.
But I will say this to the point where Jazzy did bring up the point. It's like, it's not even about the tip of the iceberg. It's like, this is the building block. So who's to say after Obama that they won't burn the White House down and build something brand new and it's going to that whole utopia type of situation? It's like, how long are you going to watch this fucking show without you not being in it and being active?
Good point. I think your activism has to start with self first.
Right.
You have to educate yourself. You have to make sure you're doing right. You have to cross your T's and dot your I's. If you love someone, love them the right way.
The right way.
Stop hurting all these sisters, making them feel less than. And
some of them are fucked up.
Yeah, that's true. But I think it's, fathers, be fathers.
Every day.
Yeah, put your work in. And once you bust that nut and it's your baby, then you got to become selfless. You can't. It's not about you. It's about them. And the beauty of it, if it becomes about them, it'll come back to you, and you will shine. You will shine if you put your work in.
Sound
with
like
your
the Isley
children.
Brothers.
No, you will shine. They'll show. Look, this is what's behind me, and they'll honor you. Mm-hmm. And right now we need to hurt. Here being on the Man Show, we need to hold each other a lot more accountable.
In a man's world.
We have to. We have to call each other out on our BS, and we have to listen to each other because we're in a lot of pain.
Communication.
Yeah, we're in a lot of pain. It's hard. We have no outlet. We have no OBGYN. I love that.
You got Vaseline, though.
Oh.
Hey, sometimes you might need Vaseline and turn the
You're a
lights off.
lotion guy.
No, I'm Vaseline.
And a candle. Oh,
Hotel.
okay.
You said you was hotel lotion.
Yeah, hotel lotion, but it depends. If I'm home and I really want to make it special.
With or without the sock?
No, that's my son.
Drapes open and close.
I don't have to do any of that now because Code 3. So
okay. Wait a minute, hold
I'm
up.
not in a lonely spot anymore.
Okay.
If you are not in a relationship and you need to take care of yourself and you do that, don't just go and you old heads stop popping these young girls and thinking you doing all this and doing. They young girls. They don't know your game.
Right.
All right. And a lot of
they learn.
They got Viagra now.
Just stop. Just deal with somebody your age. And if you can't handle that,
they all at bingo.
And you women of age, like I said earlier,
they're going down.
Stop demanding. You're not young anymore. Bring something to the table.
You're yelling.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Caller. Caller.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Who's this?
This is your man Willie Sweet Wonka Joe.
Willie.
What up, Willie Man? How you doing?
Apollo legend.
Yo, what's really good, man? Yo, my man. Yo, Lou. Let me ask you a question. I got to ask you.
Loud.
Yo, are you working part-time at the airport flagging in airplanes or some shit? What's up with your fleece? Yo, your fleece is on fleek right now.
We had a game.
That means you're cute.
This is my Harvard Westlake coaches pullover. We had a game
today.
today.
The Cleveland Browns, nigga?
It's red and black, and so all the coaches have to wear the same outfit. So we
picture day.
No, we just like the uniform. So we had on beige slacks, black shoes,
with the hard shoes,
and with the red pullover.
Slacks are kind of tight.
I gained my weight back. I'm 180, 88. So that's why I didn't have time to go home and change. So I came right from the game.
All right, Lou. Goddamn, I asked you one question. Shit, you going into a whole fucking Sesame Street story and shit. Yo, John Lemon, man, what's up?
What's going on, man? Happy holidays to you.
Hey, man, happy holidays, my brother. When you was at the White House, did you happen to talk to Michelle Obama about the violent bowel movements that's been going on in America?
No, man, I sure didn't, bro.
You wasted the opportunity.
Yeah,
you wasted the opportunity.
Oh my God,
that was your moment.
No,
you could have been. You could have been like the motherfucking representative for the movement against violent bowel movements.
There you go.
Stupid.
There you go.
That's
so stupid.
That's funny. That's funny. Willie, how was your Thanksgiving?
Hold on, Lou, one more thing, John, do you put rain necks on your head? Your shit is shiny as a motherfucker right now.
Yes, I am, homie. Shit.
I bet you ain't worried about the rain, That shit just be coming right off your head.
It's raindrops just slide off, baby. That's it.
I love it, my nigga. What's up, Lou? What's your question, though, sir?
I was going to ask how your holiday was and all that. How'd you do Thanksgiving?
Oh my God, Lou, come on, bro. Like, what? Yo, what you want to meet me with the turkey, yo? What you trying to do?
What a stuff to dress.
He does have a nice drumstick.
He want me to pull out my gravy and shit. You know what I mean?
Sound like a wonderful night to me.
When I dabble in that sweet potato.
I was just asking. I just asking.
Nah, Lou. We're not doing that tonight, Lou. Okay. We're not doing the funky Homo sapien shit. Okay?
All right. Okay.
Hysterical.
All right. Well, hey, I hope all is well with you and the family, and you sound good. You sound healthy.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yo, man, I got to be healthy out here, man. My man was just talking. You didn't even talk about Fidel Castro, John Lemon. I mean, goddamn, the nigga died and shit. These motherfuckers survived 600 assassinations. You could have mentioned the nigga or something.
Hey, man,
600 assassinations.
600?
Not one mention.
Not one mention.
Tupac dead, Biggie dead and shit. This nigga survived 600 bullets, nigga.
Shit.
God, this dude is just
your news is terrible.
This dude is
Your news is horrible, yo. How you not going motherfucking mention Fidel? Like, this is the ultimate gangster.
That's true.
That was true. Yeah, you're right.
He wasn't a punk. He wasn't scared of
And Che Guevara. Rest in power.
And matter of fact, one more thing about Fidel. I don't really know that nigga, but fuck these white Cubans, man. These white Cubans and shit,
what
man.
They
out here tripping. Yo, the white Cubans and shit, yo, they act like they ain't got no nigga in them and shit. They be slicking back their hair and shit, but, I'm pretty sure when they pull out their dicks and shit, their dicks is black, but these niggas come to America and they classify themselves as white people and shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I've seen a lot of wonderful pictures with Fidel and
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's me, Willie.
Are you serious? Like, I thought we discussed this already.
Yeah, Hillary lost.
It's still happening. Oh my God! I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead, Bo. I'm sorry.
Love it.
With Willie Mandela. I mean,
what? Willie Mandela.
He got her messed up.
This bitch is drunk.
Nelson
Somebody
Mandela.
drug test this bitch.
Who
the fuck is Willie Mandela?
Good ass weed.
Apparently, I'm Willie Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. Muhammad Ali.
Nah, you had it right the first time, baby. I can hit you with this Mandela. I got this Mandela for you.
Yeah, I got this apartheid in my pants.
These just
okay.
Willie just take over. That's great. Hey, you can hang up on him now.
Oh, hilarious.
All right, fuck you, Lou. I'm out with your African head ass.
All right, Willie. What
an Apollo legend.
What a funny guy.
Man, energy.
He just. I think I could hang out with him. Not long.
You don't want it long?
Not long. I mean, couldn't hang out.
You just want the tip?
No, he's a funny guy. He seems authentic. He seems real. He seems like you're gonna get pulled over if you hang out with him. You can get pulled over, but he
sounds like it.
But he'd have all his paperwork would be in order.
Right.
All of his paperwork would be in order.
Still get shot though.
Okay, I don't know what two thumbs mean.
Okay, bitch.
Right. We'll be back.
TDP.
And she was pissed because you wouldn't let her go?
Yeah, she's standing there and she's like, no, I have to.
Hey, we having conversations.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, we were talking about, Jeff was giving us more behind stuff that he can't tell y'all about the White House, so that's how it is. I'm Lewis DIx.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
323-293-3375. We're in the last 15 minutes of our show.
Tighten up your belts in a man's world.
But you asked me a question. No, I couldn't take pictures, so.
Yeah, I was asking him if he could take pictures. He said he can't.
No, you have to go through the official White House.
No, you have to have you have to like get your
clearance.
you have to get some clearance from, but then you have to leave your phone too. So.
Oh, so you couldn't bring your phone in?
Oh no.
No.
Why, is that a weapon?
Yeah.
Man, anything can be used as a weapon. You can't bring bags or anything.
Are you butt naked up in there?
No, when they do the sweep, you can't, like, once you walk off the grounds, you have to leave. If you have a bag, you have to have your bag tagged, and then they have to go through it. They literally have to go through your bag.
Every time.
So, and then once you leave the site, you can't come back with anything. You can't come through with anything. No bottle of water, nothing. You can't come through.
Because something can be in that water?
Right.
Whatever. You just can't come through with anything.
Be nitroglycerin, boy.
You see, but the thing that's so amazing is like you see more motherfuckers walking around with guns.
Right.
Women, you see Secret Service women.
Mm-hmm. They're cute.
So yeah. So I mean, you have the khakis, the black shirt and the vest. So those are the graduates. They don't get to wear the suits yet. So those are the graduates.
Well, from the Secret Service?
Yeah.
Rookies.
Yeah. There's one brother, this motherfucker, he was park police. This motherfucker I was like, hey man, I was just fucking with him. I was like, hey man, how many pistols do you need? He like, as many as I can hold. So they had 4 9s on him.
Oh, did he?
Hey man.
And a stun gun.
Damn.
I'm like, dude. But then it's interesting because it's, to some people it's boring, but it's fascinating to me. You can see through their suits, like they have these thick, heavy, bulletproof vests. And then when the wind was blowing, their jacket was open, you saw like a little Uzi.
Yeah.
Like a brother.
They carry Uzis?
Oh, man.
No, wait till you see the new
2 9s.
Wait till you see the new AK-47s right now.
Oh, it was funny. This was a funny part because it was this new guy. And it was this brother. He was walking through with his family. And the guy went up to him. He's like, stop right there, stop right there. And the dude was like, well, yeah, stop. He's like, yo, you need to stop right there. And he's like, yo, why am I stopping? He's like, you can't go no further. And my man pulled his, Secret Service. So, and it was another Secret Service, a white guy that didn't know who the brother was. So the brother went and told his supervisor. It's like, yo, that.
Oh, a white guy tried to stop a brother that was Secret Service?
Yeah, with his family. Yeah, the brother was Secret Service, but the white guy didn't know. He was Secret Service. So he was kind of new.
And he told my man, stop.
Yeah, he was like, yo, stop right there.
Nigger.
He was like, what are you telling him? He's like, you need to stop. And he's like,
nigger.
Yo. And my man just pulled his thing and said, oh, okay, go through. So my man, after he went and sat his family down, he went and talked to his boy.
Punk motherfucker over there.
Man, you need to check that motherfucker.
And did they check him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. One motherfucker got fired for taking pictures.
A Secret Service guy?
No, this kid, I mean, he was, on the production. He was an idiot. Taking pictures and shit. So, and they don't tell you, see the cold thing about it? They don't tell you that you're fired. Mm-hmm. Secret Service come and tell you.
Oh, what they come?
Oh, they say, Lewis DIx, can we have a word with you? And there ain't no going around, because it'll be about 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers walk up on you. It's like, can we have a word with you? Just walk with us. And then they escort you off the site. And they take your credentials. And then them motherfuckers on the bicycle roll up. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Damn, that's hilarious.
You're part of the community now.
So like,
you got to watch it on the big screen.
Yeah.
So it's like, so you stand out there and it, ain't none of this hand movement. Like, what the fuck? I just like, yo, man, we need you to walk.
He was a white boy?
Yeah.
They just seem so privileged, man. That's because.
No, not when it comes to that shit, though.
No, they think they privileged. That's what I'm saying. And they think they can do whatever they want.
Oh, I mean, because, they just went and told them. And they was just like, yo, we need to have, and they was like, okay, we take it. Park police, they the backup. So they just come over to you and they be like, Lewis DIx. And you're like, yeah, how you doing, sir? Can you walk with us?
But see, that's the difference, because a black person know when they about to get fired. They know something's up. You ain't got this.
Yeah, it's that tingle.
Yeah, you're like, oh, damn, I messed up. We know.
The employees at the park range, the brothers, the employees, they the hilarious ones.
Oh, are they?
Oh, them motherfuckers, they have you cracking up because they tell you, they be like, yeah, man, when them motherfuckers walk like that, they like, yeah, they going to, yeah. He going. It was one older dude. He was like, "Yeah,
hilarious.
He in trouble." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that motherfucker in trouble." He's like, 4, 5 of them motherfuckers rolling. He said, "Then you see the bicycle roll up?" Yeah, they're escorting him out.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was interesting, man. So it was cool
on the inside.
And I just think with the Obama guy, and there's some Secret Service that actually like Obama, and they, it was a privilege to serve him. So now just think of the ones that like Trump. Them gun-ho motherfuckers.
I don't know, man. That whole
you don't know.
The election thing just messed up about that, man. They still feeling that.
Oh, they told me that his hotel that he had built down at the old Washington, the old post office.
Correct.
What they didn't show on the news or the media, they destroyed it, the inside.
Oh, here in L.A.?
No, in Washington.
Oh, really?
Yes. When he won, yes, they destroyed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they had it cleaned up real fast, though, so Mexicans cleaned it up.
The ones he's going to send home.
There's more Mexicans working, though, because they building so much shit, so them motherfuckers walking around like, we're not going nowhere.
Hey, 28% voted for him.
Yeah, they know. Hey, listen, we're about done. I wanted to talk about something I was thinking about. I was going around the house and I was thinking about I wasn't going around, just different products that people use.
You said that, yeah.
Yeah, and I was talking about, because I use Secret deodorant. And Poet is cracked. She said, what did she say? She said,
made for a woman, but strong enough for a man.
Oh, man.
Because I like the powder. I like that. Crest toothpaste I use.
Tampons?
No, I don't use tampons.
Anymore? Oh, you changed?
I use Dial soap.
Who?
Dial soap. And I know you use some organic stuff. What do you use?
Yes. Come on, Dial soap?
What kind of soap you supposed to use? When I was growing up, we had to use oatmeal soap.
Oatmeal soap is the bomb.
Oatmeal soap.
It dry you up.
Oatmeal soap was rough. I use Nivea lotion. I like Nivea.
And your daughter
lotion.
said that's ghetto.
Yeah, that's what she said, but she didn't buy it.
Feminist.
She didn't buy it.
I like Lubriderm.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one, yeah.
Is that what you use?
Yep.
Oh. You use lotion on your head? No, I'm serious. I'm just.
Is that a fetish of yours?
No, I'm just wondering. I use Murray's grease.
It's Willy Wonka.
That's OG. Murray's,
yeah. Willy Wonka.
It's Willy Wonka. He called him back. He got one.
I've been, Frosted Flakes was on sale. That's my cereal.
Wow.
Cornflakes.
Now, do you add?
with you on that.
Do you add sugar to the original cornflakes?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I like bananas in mine.
I like bananas in mine and strawberries. We have a caller. Hey, caller.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Seymour, an Apollo legend.
Seymour? You just went somewhere. I read. What did you just do? You just went somewhere.
Louisiana.
I went to New Orleans last month, and I did my 5th half marathon.
Oh, okay.
13.1 miles.
13. Well, actually, I ended up doing 14 feet. I don't know where that 0.9 miles.
Don't ever correct me on air.
No, you're right. The distance is supposed to be 13.1, but I ended up doing 14. I don't know where that extra 0.9 came from. I was upset about it.
Congratulations.
But thank you, and I have my 6th one on Sunday.
Wow.
Here, I missed your sports report. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Did you mention the Bayou Classic?
No.
Oh, that's right. Gremlin blew out Southern.
That's right. 52-30 on a Gremlin night.
Now, you're alumni at one of the schools?
Gremlin State University.
Oh, okay.
Tigers.
Yeah. Wow.
The
All
late
that
great
Tiger.
Eddie Robinson. That's right.
The #1 college coach, he got his record back when Paterno and that whole situation. He lost his game, so Eddie Robinson is right back on top.
Is Doug Williams still the coach or no?
No. They
but
have
he's a
5.
graduate.
He played under Eddie Robb. They're playing in the SWAC championship tomorrow here in Houston at NRG Stadium where the Texans play.
Who they playing?
Alcorn. We're going to beat them.
Alcorn State.
Alcorn State.
Great.
What kind of lotion? Yeah. I'm tabbing you as a cocoa butter girl. What kind of lotion you use?
I like coconut oil.
No. Now, we were earlier, TD, we were asking, can you lotion your back?
I actually do, but it's hard to get the top part, but I do get the lower and go up as high as I can and do my upper shoulders.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. So
Tentacle hands.
Yeah.
Octopus hands like that.
Dry brushing. Y'all should read up on that.
Dry brushing?
What is that?
Dry brushing. you take I forget what type of material it is, but like actually you brush your skin, and it's good for kind of your lymphatic system. It's good for your skin and everything like that as well. It's good to increase circulation and everything. Men and women should really get into dry brushing.
Is that like when people get a scrub?
Not like a loofah. It's actually a certain type of brush you can get from like the health food stores.
Yeah.
And you start like from your feet, and you always brush toward your heart.
Oh.
Okay.
So can you send us a naked video through Morris Media? We could watch it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Bless
And then
your
I'll
heart.
moisturize.
Oh.
There you go.
Tis the season. Tis the season.
Yeah, make
Show us
my
how you-
weenie wiggle.
Yeah, show us how you scratch your back.
Yeah.
What kind of soap do you use?
What kind of soap do I use?
She's a Dove girl.
I said Calmaine.
Actually, I'm athletic, Teeter, so I gotta have some deodorant soap. So I like my Lever, but I also use organic black soap.
Okay.
That's good for
I've
you.
heard about that.
Lever
soap.
2000 strong, yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Yeah, I sweat and everything. I gotta, make sure, it's right. Like Lou said earlier, hygiene is everything.
Now, what kind of
And stay away from the deodorant that has petroleum.
what kind of deodorant do you use?
Gasoline.
I know people talk about the chemicals in deodorant. I've tried the coconut oil. It can fail you. I've not tried the limes, like lime juice. So I do the Degree. I like Degree, and I do like Secret.
Okay.
Okay.
You like the same thing Lewis like.
Yeah, she's cool. Seymour's cool like that. Now, what kind of toothpaste do you use?
I like the Colgate Advanced White.
Colgate girl.
I'm a teeth freak. I like nice white teeth.
Yeah, you do have nice white teeth. You floss too?
I do.
It's Photoshop.
The Swallow?
No, I don't.
I mean the toothpaste.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's good. Talk about the toothpaste.
Exactly.
You're nasty.
The mouthwash. Do you swallow that?
Allegedly.
You use mouthwash? I use Listerine.
I like the Act. The Act mouth rinse that's supposed to help kind of strengthen your teeth.
Yeah, I like
Kinda
act in your mouth.
Yeah, that kind of leaves like burning sensation.
Yeah, I like that. So, and how was your holiday?
It was quiet. I was here.
Did you cook?
I did cook myself some collard greens, high water cornbread.
Ooh,
I did
old
myself
school.
a little dressing, and I made the little sweet potato, not pies, but the little tarts, the little pie tarts.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you use in your collard greens? Ham or turkey neck?
Oxtail.
Good question.
Oh, smoked turkey necks.
Oh, okay.
Smoked turkey
I'm
necks.
from Louisiana, but I don't really cook with a lot of pork.
Oh, okay.
I don't cook with pork at all, honestly. I don't even buy pork in the house. So.
Okay, well, I got some nice beef for you.
Hilarious. That's funny. So, what was your dessert? Was it the tart?
The tarts.
The tarts?
The sweet potato pie tart. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you invite anyone over, or was it just you?
I actually ended up going to Fresno to visit some family in Fresno, Texas. But I just wanted to have my own little food here because I didn't go home. I work for the Texans, I'm a game day staff for the Houston Texans, and we had a game that following Sunday, so I didn't want to try to, have to rush back home for the game, so I just stayed here.
Now, what do you do for them, actually? What is that?
I am a game day staff. They have, they'll have employees that work all the home games, a lot of the NFL teams, so I've been doing this for 4 seasons.
So what you seat people in their seats?
I kind of just greet them, and make sure everything runs smoothly in the Chairman Club, one of the premium clubs they have at the stadium.
Oh, you got the hook up to.
And
the
what kind of
door.
perks do you get for that?
A paycheck. There are no perks. It's about money.
Hilarious. She said a paycheck.
And people are trying to, you're going to be able to get me some Super Bowl tickets. I'm like, are you insane? Do you know how they already are trying to prepare for the Super Bowl? They have the dogs there. The FBI is already there dressed in, like I heard Jeff talking about how they're dressed in plain clothes. Mm-hmm. They're at the stadium now just kind of preparing for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they always send out that first team, that scouting,
Now, will you work that game?
I believe so. I was going to let the job go last year, Lou, and then I saw on Facebook that we were hosting the Super Bowl, and I was like, hold on.
Opportunist.
Let me hold on a second, because that's the only way I ever go to a Super Bowl, because I refuse to pay the money.
Correct.
Those ticket prices are obscene.
And y'all gonna be scrutinized and vetted on that one.
So you're gonna have to go through another check or something, background check and all that.
I don't know. I don't know if we have to do that.
You probably will. They probably give you that one ID and be like, "Don't lose this, because you won't be able to get in with this."
Now, like before, I got a new manager last year. I would get the credentials, and now I go through a certain gate, and what I do is show my ID, and I get the wristband. So I don't even get like a credential. I get a wristband now. So.
Well, throw on an extra wristband and throw it over the gate.
I heard that you're trying to get me in trouble.
Now, do you consider yourself a good citizen?
I think I am, but I have decided, Lewis, that I am going to be a gun owner before the new year.
Now, why is that?
Wow.
And it's, I was a person that was afraid of guns, but just seeing how everything is happening, I'm like, Lord, I would rather have one and not need it than need one and not have it.
That's right.
Well, let me ask you this on a follow-up question, because it was an interesting thing up in San Jose, California, where this inmate escaped, and his sister actually harbored him for like 3 days. So she got arrested for harboring the fugitive. So if you had a relative that you were close to and they escaped from jail, would you like harbor them or help them, or would you turn them back in?
I can't. No, I'll have to say I wouldn't harbor them. I'll have to tell them to do the right thing, because now you're just making a bad situation worse. I had a brother that wanted to come here and try to avoid a situation he had in Florida, and I was like, no, bro, you can't come here. Handle your business. I'm like, who do you think you are, Nino Brown? Because he called himself trying, I guess, sell drugs or whatever and got in some trouble. And he ended up facing the issue, and he's straight now. So I'm like, when you run, you want to make it worse.
If I just turn their back quick, would you harbor them?
No.
No, I'm with you. I wouldn't.
It's not worth it because they're gonna come your way anyway. What? Why both of us got to go?
I'm like C. Just make them face up, and I'll support you. But do your time and get it over with.
Yeah, especially if you know you're guilty. Now, I go to the end of the earth for someone that I know is, innocent, because I know people get railroaded, but when you know you out here doing wrong, hell no.
Correct.
I've never got anything other than the speeding ticket, so why would I jeopardize?
And have you got low speeding?
She was trying to get home to that man.
Yeah. Before he ate that.
I got two. I've gotten 2 this year, and it messed up my donation to Morris Media. Because, oh my God, I got one here in Pasadena, and I got one in Houston on my way to a game. So I'm like, I need to slow down.
What's wrong with you?
I've gotten 2.
Lead foot?
I guess so.
Well, I like you.
That's some thunder thighs, boy. Just damn.
You don't even see me. You're not even on Facebook.
Shit, I got my weenie out. I'm looking at you. Lewis sends me the pictures.
She's a nice
girl. Oh, did I snitch? I'm sorry.
You snitched. Yes.
You're nasty.
See more.
She loves it.
Yeah, you want it too.
Yeah.
I like.
She like that.
Yeah, she do. You want this Super Bowl in your mouth?
No, thank y'all. I'll pass.
Okay, same thing she said.
See more.
At halftime.
I just wanted to call in and say hello to you, gentlemen.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
And I enjoyed the show tonight. I thought I missed you guys, but did y'all get on later than usual, or did y'all change the time back to a later time?
No, we were a little late. I had a game today, so we got on about 9:35.
Yeah. He's the star of the show, so we work on his schedule.
It's a war going on.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we love you, and stay
on
strong
purpose.
and be safe, okay?
Thank you so much.
Slow down.
No rambling.
All right, yeah,
Rambling. All right.
Y'all have a blessed evening. Good night.
You as well.
That's one nice.
Seymour, an Apollo legend.
Now, the interesting thing is she's such a nice person, and you wonder why someone hasn't snatched her up and married her.
She's crazy.
And, she's got to have a little crazy.
She's a fucking speeder. Who wants that?
Yeah, surprise speed. Yeah, so I mean, it's just.
She probably go through your phone.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Next time she calls, we'll ask her if she goes. I don't think
she's gonna lie.
I just think it's hard for men to deal with a good woman.
It's not hard. You just have to be committed. It's a different lane that you have to be in. So all that what you thought was cool when you were single is not cool.
Yeah,
anymore.
she probably is not going to tolerate a lot of BS.
She does marathons and
Yeah, you gotta be athletic.
And she cooking and all that. So I mean, that's time and effort put into it.
She goes to church.
Yeah.
She can get a gun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's the last. Right there, yeah.
She ride a bike.
Right.
Yeah. She marathon. Yeah. She's.
So she could run and get to your house real fast.
Yeah.
Drive.
You see what happened for somebody to get POTUS? They had to take her out on the lake canoe.
Yeah.
There you go.
He had to take her in the outdoors. See what he did with her? He just like, I'm gonna get you out of this indoor and get you out in nature. And he softened her up. And
he treated her like a queen, not the bitch that she really is.
She's like wow.
That's a compliment, trust me.
Hey, listen, I'm sure you were listening, J. Anthony Brown, and I hope you took notes. And
said, "You're going down, son."
Man, that sucker. He ain't gonna do nothing. And
you call him a sucker?
Nah, I'm just it's called
You
a
said
sucker.
that.
Rollout show. I hope you continue to do. Is Nikki Pam still on the show? Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
Yeah. You use it well. I like
She's
you
still
use
on
it
the
well.
show. She's still on the show. And who else is still on your show? That other girl with the blonde hair.
Precious.
She's still on the show. Hey, y'all just don't even change.
Very funny.
Yeah, and then who else? Tangi. I like her. The little girl. She's nice. And her little boy. So she's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kente Cloth still on there.
Mm.
Oh wow.
He's moved on.
He used to be on there every week.
Hey.
Yeah. Who sits in for him when he's not here?
But they have Kamira,
yeah.
young lady Kamira.
So Speedy's the only guy?
He likes it.
Well,
that
he's
way.
two guys. So. Really? So okay. Well.
You got homework, man. That dude is coming at you. He wants your neck, man.
Man.
And Jay
Man,
Anthony?
he wants your neck.
Man, from now I'm gonna call him AJ Brown.
Oh,
Anthony J. Brown.
gotta get it started.
Anthony J. Brown. We wish you luck. You know.
I don't believe in luck. I believe in him.
Man, that dude can't mess with us. Jeff, thank you so much for the White House update.
It was a pleasure, man.
And
Had a great
now
time,
what
man.
did you have to wear? Did you wear it? That's what you wore, the all
Yes.
black sweatsuit? Oh, because it was cold out there. Was it cold?
Oh, yeah.
The Hawk. Did you have a beanie on?
No, I had my hoodie on.
So you actually walk around with your hoodie?
Yes, sir.
Around the first lady?
Yes, sir. It's cold. What the fuck?
And TDP finished writing his film now. He's going on to other things. And
Are you going to have a part in this film?
Yeah.
Have a part in this film?
in his next film?
Yeah.
Oh, if he does a film, I got a part.
Oh yeah, he's
That's
gonna play
certain
the
brothers,
gay
you know.
love
Just like if
interest.
you.
What do you mean I ain't cute no more?
What do you mean you leaving me for
And
him?
action.
Yeah.
Listen, I am.
What was you going to say? Just if I wrote a movie?
Yeah, I'm good. If you write them, I'm good. I'm good. So, congratulations to my sister. She got married for the fourth time.
For the fourth time?
Why you say it so lovingly?
What
We're
other three?
upset I didn't make
What
the
other three
wedding.
buried at?
Are you a helper?
Co-conspirator?
Hey, we love you. Keep listening to Morris Media. Don't forget to donate. Everybody needs something. Someone.
That's a great song.
It's a bad song.
Fact.
And especially, it's cold out tonight, too.
I know.
Bitch,
We'll
who
go
are
home
you
and turn my
holding?
heat up. Hey.
Girl.
Who are you holding?